When you go to the Facebook, Instagram, and formerly Twitter X wars of people who have hotels and big companies, you will see something like this. Yes, you have seen that, right? It is not a joke. The power distribution companies are bringing bills up to 20 million naira to hotel owners and some companies. Now, let us come to reality. The hotels and companies did not directly consume all this bill. Remember that last month, there was an announcement that electricity tariff will be increased, especially for people who have big companies or hotels. It has taken effect, and the owners of these hotels and companies are unable to go on with using the power supply for their hotels due to this hike in the electricity. Now, this government want to reap in where they did not sow. They want to increase the tax. They want to increase the electricity bill. They want to increase everything. All the whole sources that government could use to suck money from the citizens, they are increasing them. They forget about the inflation going on. They forget to increase the salaries. They forget to do everything possible for people to get money. Directly, they want to reap where they did not sow. As I speak to you this morning, the price of fuel per liter is 800 naira and it is going to 1,000 naira. The question is, who is advising Tinubu? Now, today, the Nigerian Labour Congress has beginning to respond to these issues. They have started breaking into so many offices in Abuja in a massive protest.
Locally, went to tell you sir, that 4,000 megawatts is not enough for 2 states, and that no country can develop without power. And we use South Africa as just a model, where you have about 45 or 50 million people with over 45,000 megawatts, and Nigeria 4,000 megawatts, and we are having over 200 million people. You understand all this and what is happening to it, and the situation you are, especially the pressure you are by the so-called investors, who 30 years after privatization has not added 1 watt to the system, and the only thing we are noticing is tariff increases. And then you use the model of the whole world on what other countries are paying without calculating other indices, including inflation and even the devaluation of our currency, and even per capita, including our weight.
Now, let me take you to memory lane. So many people are blaming Tinubu because of all this thing going on. Absolutely, I think he is in the position to be blamed. But Nigerians saw everything that transpired during the election. When they asked Tinubu, how would you tackle the power supply issue we have in Nigeria? Did you forget what he said?
Okay, let me assure you, if I am elected the president, I will recharge Lakeside. We have no blinker of electricity. They spend more than $60 billion. They forget that transmission line is a super highway for generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn for that electricity.
You see the reason why I don't even listen to people if they are complaining about bad governance? Because we saw all these things coming and we warned the public, but they did not listen. But let me come to another side of this story that is so sad. When you go to all these political and so-called need houses, you can never see any blink of electricity. If they are using mechanical generator, the generator will be on 24/7. Even though the fuel, petrol, or diesel is 1,000 naira per liter, it doesn't concern them. It is your money they are going to use. It is the money they're supposed to use to tie your road they are going to use. The money they're supposed to use to fix the road for you. Well, it is step by step. Let me see if Nigerians are ready to change this political system. Because for now, I think so many Nigerians are not ready. I'm serious to what I'm saying. So many Nigerians are not ready. They are not even ready to face this battle that is coming 2027. So many people will say their vote will not count. Why can't you defy the system that says your vote will not count? I'm a kind of person, I don't succumb to anything. And I don't believe that criminality is greater than righteousness. I don't believe that. Yes, they might be powerful. Of course, we see they possess everything we could think. But let me tell you, history has demonstrated that at a certain point, that people has been toppled. So I think it is time for us to start preparing. And we can't even wait till 2027. That is why we are outspoken now. That is why we are following what is going on, criticizing the government, telling the people that it is your fault. Yes, it is the people's fault. The few people, minority, who supported this illegality. Because you see, if the INEC want to rig election and they did not see any vote at all to rig, what are they going to rig? So few people also supported Tinubu that led this rigging to be very easy for them. That is my own opinion.
If the law keeps breaking the people might need to break the law so that they can break free. Apartheid was legal in South Africa, but it was breaking South Africans until they broke it. Slavery was legal. In fact, not only was it legal, slavery is also ecclesiastical. It's in the Bible that you should respect your master. But when slavery was breaking people, people had to break the law of slavery. So if the Nigerian law keeps breaking the Nigerian people may need to break the part of the law that keeps them broken all the time. And that is why I keep advocating mobilization that do not come only during elections. In other serious countries, if elections are rigged, the person who rigged the election cannot walk away. You get my point? Yeah. And I had the issue with the Labour Party and where Aisha was with. They mobilized. They also were demobilizing when they should keep mobilizing. I don't see any reason why they sat back after it was known that there was, I said, I know there was no election. But whatever they believed took place. And they ought not to have stopped there. They ought to have been complete mobilization and the shutdown of the system. The system was ready for that shutdown. But then they said, hey, don't fight, don't fight. They're not going to get power on a platter of gold. Don't let anybody deceive you that somehow, because those who are in power. The president said that himself, that power will never be served. Yes, those who are in power will keep giving you homework assignments and, homework to do. Go and mobilize, go and mobilize. We're talking about political parties. Very soon, they will come and register political parties so that they can register political parties that will do their bidding. Or the political parties they cannot register, they will go in there and scatter the party.